you touched on earlier, like this is a moment for a lot of females. I think, you know, kind of like when SZA dropped Control in a way, like that hype behind it and that buzz behind it.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You think it was as much buzz as?
Well, no, not.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey. Oh my god. I'm so high, it's like July. Say how you feel with the clothes you buy. So everybody think I'm rude when I walk by. I ain't like these niggas need to separate. No matter what you do, people still gonna hate. People still gonna hate.
But alright, I'm gonna start.
Pep.
Fellas, No Label the Pod, episode 25, quarter century. This is a milestone episode, man.
Yeah.
25 weeks in a row.
2-5, man. 2-5.
Quarter.
How y'all boys feeling, man?
Feel great, man.
Yeah.
Feeling great. How about y'all?
It's pretty good. It's a little gloomy outside. I got some good rest before coming here, so I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, when I opened the door, I was like, he just woke up. For a fact.
Feeling recharged, ready to pod.
Yeah, right.
Price, how you feeling, man?
You know me, man. I'm feeling great. New
Good
EP out, So Rude EP. Go get
So
that.
Rude EP,
Facts, go
definitely
get that.
out.
Feeling good.
Go get that.
What went into the creative process of this project?
A lot of marijuana.
Big gas.
Nah, but yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
So I say we just get right into, since we put it off from last week to this week, we just get right into the Kehlani album. Or yeah, I want to do vibes for the week first. Yeah, we could do vibes, do a quick rundown, then go to Kehlani right away.
Copy.
So what you been bumping, Dave?
Man, a lot of old school still. Bumped whatchamacallit? Future. Obviously, I know we'll get to that, but Future. I'm gonna need to slander my man's name to really simmer down though. A lot of people are coming my way after I post his music and tell me, oh, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Just cut it out. Okay.
Yeah,
Cut
stop
it. Just stop it. You know who you are. Tory Lane's single, Temperature Rising, that joint is tough. Whatchamacallit, to Dejan. He dropped the EP. He's an R&B artist. I haven't got the chance to listen to it, but I know there's supposed to be some good work on there. But yeah, then like I said, a lot of old school rap, R&B still. Yeah, loving it.
Price.
You know, first and foremost, Future Hendrix, of course, playing that heavy. Nav, still. That Chris Brown and Thug, I can't get over that shit.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
That's a great body of work. They both did their thing on that. The Kehlani, and still just like the Drake and the Leaving Cali, same stuff.
The usuals, usual suspects.
Copy.
Now,
Shit. Of course, I listened to the Future. I had to catch up on my Kehlani. Some solid vibes. Listening to Slime and B. That shit definitely got some joints on there. I wasn't I don't say like I knew it's gonna be good, but I was expecting more from Thug on there. I thought it was a little lazy. Because I think
well, it was Chris Brown's project though.
Slime
and B is more so Chris Brown's project.
I thought it was like their compilation.
It is, but it's more. It's tended to Chris Brown more for sure. It is a collab
because the last two tracks, Thug isn't on it, and then it was released under Chris Brown's label.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I seen Young Thug was like, he's like, yeah, I did everything in one day, and I'm just like,
which is wild, bro.
It's just like that, which is crazy, but it's like, bro, like that doesn't
You're
impress
saying
me.
it
Like
shows.
make good music and then to impress me. Don't tell me, yeah, I did it in 24 hours. Like that's just me. I've been listening to The Thrill off of Self Love. That joint drops on the 25th.
25th.
Shout out to Love.
The Thrill, Self Love. Who's that?
Love the Genius.
Oh, okay.
Where artist. She got a nice article in Two Dope Boys too. That shit was dope.
Dope.
And I was happy.
Why is it dropping on the 25th? What day is that? That's Tuesday?
I think it's a Monday.
Yeah, it might be a Monday.
Yeah. Yep. That's a Monday. Start the week off right. You know. Let me see. I've been catching up with Lupe. I was listening to some Lupe. I was listening to a little bit of Jill Scott. Watch the Jill Scott.
Yeah, we could talk about that after.
Oh, the versus battle.
Yeah,
that joint was dope.
That was a goodie. I got to watch like 20 minutes of it, I think.
I saw the little bit
because y'all were here when I was watching it.
That little bit you showed, that's as much as I saw.
Yeah, I love that joint. It was a nice little classy vibe.
Yeah.
Real good energy. They were like I think 750,000.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was way more than that. Because when I was looking, it was because I caught the end of it, and then like whatever bonus tracks they played. So when I was in there, it was like 630K.
Yeah, man. They did some numbers.
Hell yeah, I ain't expected to be that much.
Two legends.
Because for what was the battle before that for the verses?
Teddy Riley.
Was it Teddy and Baby? Because I don't think that one had that much.
Like soulful wise, you saying, or just in general?
No, just in general.
I think it might have been Teddy Riley.
Yeah, I don't even think they had that much. Not even close, to be honest.
They made like 500,000 maybe.
Yeah, because Joe and them got up to like 800, 750. Like
crazy numbers. Like,
yeah.
And shout out to Swiss Beats too, because like that idea of just like
Swiss and Timberland.
Wasn't that the last? Wasn't that the last one?
What?
Swiss and Timberland.
That's their company.
No, I mean the versus battle.
No,
did they go yet?
They were the first ones. They started the whole thing, and then they turned it into a brand.
Yeah,
the last one was Lauren and Erica, but the one prior to that I think was Teddy Riley and Babyface.
Yeah, Jill and Erica. What's her name?
Oh, Jill and Erica.
Nah, but shout out to Swiss Beats. Like he's like him and Timbo, because like that idea in itself is just crazy. Like the fact that you have the connections, you know everybody already. Everybody wants to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And then on top of it, like your company gonna take credit for increasing your streams by tenfold, like threefold at least. You know what I'm saying? Getting or like 500,000 people in the room every time. Like that's nuts. Yeah. Like that's
because all them people gonna hear it and go back to all they whole
your whole catalog. Like in the streaming era, like that's how you make like real like legacy acts and shit. Like that's how you get them their bag.
Yeah.
They bag. Especially if they own the catalog. That shit is crazy. I read something. He was trying to have everybody who founded like hip hop, like trying to get them like create some like foundation or something.
Yeah, some sort of GoFundMe or whatever.
Yeah, like each person who founded hip hop get $1 million.
But they said it will have to come from the artists. The artists will have to chip in.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
which they should. Like,
and a lot of people were saying that it should be the record labels who are the ones chipping in.
The record labels are the ones who raped them financially.
That's obviously like, that's why they're saying that they should be the ones chipping in.
No.
Hold on, that makes no sense. If they were the ones raping them, why wouldn't they give back? Why shouldn't they be held responsible to give back?
The reason they were raping them because it's not, in their eyes, good business. Giving away free money is not good business.
Okay, it's a difference between saying what they should do and what they're not going to do. We know they're not going to do it, but they definitely should.
I mean, we could say they should, but it's like, I'm not.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they should. Okay. We know what they're going to do. We know they're not. But they definitely should.
It's not even worth a thought, because it's like, why even wait? Why even wait for them? Fuck them. We always say we don't need the labels anyway, so how do people get together? Show them that we really don't need the labels.
So I should take the little bit of money out of my pocket to do it, when the people who are making billions should not be held responsible at all to contribute to what they're now reaping the benefits off of that. DJ, who was it? Cool Herc, all them boys started. That makes 0 sense.
Billionaires make money, they don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
anyways. So I've been bumping definitely that new Polo G. The go get that.
I gotta listen to that shit. I know that shit happened.
He went crazy, bro.
Everybody's saying that.
In terms of this project, I don't know if I like it better than his debut album, but it's definitely more versatile. Like, he got more turn-up records on there. He got, I would say, because he is heavy on the melodics, but he has like a couple songs where it's nothing but like melody, like damn near R&B. And then he has like some records that geared towards the girls a little bit, like talking about his relationship and recently having a child and all that other stuff. So I would say this is his most versatile and complete, but I do still like the first project better. Kehlani, obviously the Future Hendrix. I bumped the new Conway and Big Ghost, No One Mourns the Wicked. It's not on streaming yet, but it's supposed to be on streaming coming up, so I only listen to it like once. Because you gotta kind of search for it if you want to listen to it.
It's on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Okay, word.
I've been bumping the Nav. That shit's hard, bruh.
The deluxe?
No, I'm not bumping that for a while. But good intentions. Because like the deluxe came out like the day I even decided to bump the Nav.
But I just what I do is I just consider deluxe part of good intention. I just play it.
Yeah, I'm not listening to 35 songs in that. Definitely bumping the So Rude EP. My guy Deion James.
For sure.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I was bumping that Trippy and Party track. Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
I heard about
that shit's
it.
hard.
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna listen to it because I don't really listen to Trippy Red like that, but it's like Party's on there.
Yeah.
But nah, it's definitely dope. I didn't expect it to come out as good as it did.
Like, that joint's hard.
Keith dropped the EP Extra Glow. A couple tracks on there. I didn't listen to it yet, but I'm going to like 5 tracks.
Lil Keith?
No, Keith.
Oh, Keith, Chief.
Yeah, that's about it. I say for me. And obviously I still bumping the Dirt. Still been bumping Slime and D. That goes without saying. And I've been bumping some Sade heavy too, man. I've been bumping Sade all day today. Don't play with me, man.
Sade.
Like when it comes to like you would consider her what? Soul?
Yeah.
We could go on the R&B soul thing. It definitely like Brandy and Sade for me. Off rip. But alright, Kehlani's album. It was good until it wasn't. Thoughts? Throw them out there. Don't all jump at once.
I mean, we already gave, we waited on these boys.
Yeah. Like, definitely, you can tell it's like a lot of girls, it's going to be their anthem. I can tell that.
Yeah.
It's Wave, it's a vibe. I really like the joint with Tory. I rock with Water. FN.
I was FNMU, yeah.
That joint's hard too, man.
Yeah.
So she did her thing on this for sure.
Oh yeah, like this is my first like Kehlani project that I really like.
Same. That really went into.
I really like paid attention to, and she didn't disappoint. Like this shit is dope. Like all the features are well placed. Like she sounds really good. She sounds more assured of herself than ever. I feel like her beginning, she was like kind of figuring herself out, and it was just like you could see how young she was.
Yeah.
You know, it just always just like, oh, I'll wait. Like I know something's good here, so I was like, I'm not gonna just like completely dismiss you, but she's definitely dope. She did her thing on that shit.
She has a pretty voice.
Yeah, always has.
What you mean, singing voice or speaking voice?
But more so singing.
Yeah. So Nelson, what did you just touch on? Damn, I forgot already.
Her looking young and her feature.
Oh, being more comfortable. Yeah, so she definitely talked about that in like all her interviews she's been doing during her quarantine press run. Like how as far as like she just like she's more comfortable as a woman, like more comfortable with her body, like after having a child and all that shit. So that's why this album she like more so shows like her sexier side to me versus what was the one before this? While We Wait.
Oh yeah, While We Wait.
While We Wait, versus that one. And you could tell that on tracks like Can I with Tory, Water, like that's self-explanatory, that name.
Yeah.
The Belongs to the Street skit, like she kind of touches on like all the rumors that was circulating about her, like we were just talking about before the pod.
Yeah.
So she just kind of felt comfortable being herself and just really tackling those topics to me.
OD.
Yeah, that's what really like. I love seeing artists like grow into them. So like when you know something is really good, it's like they really like grow into that shit. Like,
bro, you don't be realizing how young they are either. Like she's our age, legitly.
Yeah. Speaking about like confidence too, that's Nav mentioned that about his project. Like, how he felt that he was becoming more confident, more sure, like when he was listening to his older stuff and then revisiting to this current album. He said he could hear it himself, that like he can feel just more confident. And like you said, it's always great to see that. It's always great to see that from artists, you know, their growth and whatnot, and their comfortability within themselves and exposing themselves, because, you know,
that's what's good.
It's a vulnerable spot.
For sure. It's always like, it's always tough for people to like really like be vulnerable and put out their art for the world to critique and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's more power to you. It's like, whether like I'm like I ain't gonna front like I'm the biggest like Nav fan, but it's just like the fact that there are people who have those such opposing views, and it's like, nah, I'm gonna keep doing this shit. Like, that's powerful within itself. It's like, yeah, do your thing. Like, keep grinding.
Right.
So Dion and Nat, what's your favorite tracks from the Kehlani album?
Shit. Serial Lover, that's on there for me.
Why didn't she put You Know What's Up on her? That was because she just used that as like a Lucy. I thought that was the one. My fault. No, I thought that was the one to like kick off the rollout. Because after that came, what was after that?
Wasn't that Toxic? After?
I feel like it was something between that. Maybe it might have been Toxic. But anyway, Toxic's on the album.
Right. I mean,
and You Know What's Up is fire.
I was about to say, You Know What's Up is fire.
It's fire.
I don't know why she didn't put it on.
I say my favorite three right now is Serial Lover, Change Your Life, and Can I.
Tough.
Yeah.
And mine would be Can I, Water, and then FNMU.
Yeah.
That joint's hard.
That joint's hard, bruh.
And so she said Janae on Change Your Life, because you said that's one of your favorite. Janae's feature came in like the day before. And she said Janae was the only like woman that hit her back for like a feature.
Oh wow.
Because she sent them to like mad people. Obviously she's not gonna say who.
Right.
That's wild. I wonder who turned down a...
Well, I don't think it's necessarily turning down. It was just, you know, overlooking it, not having time.
Yeah.
Forgetting about it. You think yours changed at all in the past week?
No.
Your favorite tracks?
No,
yeah,
not at all. It's still the same. It's like and like I said, I feel like there's no every track, like we said, every track is dope, bro. So yeah, I mean, this was a month, like you touched on earlier, like this is a moment for a lot of females, I think, you know, kind of like when SZA dropped Control in a way, like that hype behind it and that buzz behind it.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You think it was as much buzz as...
Well, no, I'm not saying not as much, not at the same. I'm just saying it can be seen as, it could touch a little bit. You know what I mean? Like Kehlani dropping, right? It was a lot of buzz behind her dropping.
Like I would say, like the type of music that's on his album, like the vulnerability on her, because that's what all the girls really like. Oh, okay. What attracted them to SZA was that vulnerability she showed on her first album off rip, like Normal Girl, Go Gina, shit like that.
Even the start, even the intro, Supermodel.
Yeah, Supermodel. But
yeah, that was a moment.
So I could definitely see that comparison with those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for it. Any last thoughts?
Shout out to Kehlani, like congrats on
for a fact.
And like producing, like this shit is dope.
Oh yeah, whole rollout done like by herself too. Like she had to adjust on the fly because her album was set to release like a couple weeks before it actually did. So in terms of the video, the photo shoot, the album cover, all like at her crib around that area. So like I said last episode, her and Tori have definitely adjusted during the quarantine the best to me.
For sure.
For sure. I definitely want to see her, see some visuals from her.
What videos are out already? What songs?
I think she has like 3 different quarantine style ones. I know.
For any tracks off the album?
Yeah, well, I know she did Toxic. What was the other one, Don? Me Too, I think. Or FNMU, I think. Not Me Too. I'm thinking of Cassie. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was.
I need some new Cassie videos.
Yeah, what happened with Cassie?
She supposedly got a versus coming up against Oh my god.
She should have a versus.
Yeah,
Cassie and Sierra, they were saying.
Nah.
They were rumoring that.
Yeah, it's not.
That should have happened.
I'm just gonna brush that under.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they better.
Yo, she got one.
Yo, they might do.
Cassie got one song.
Yeah, they might do Keisha Cole and Ashanti though. I'm hearing. Like I was just seeing that.
I think Ashanti win that, but it'll be good.
Nah,
I don't know, bro. Keisha Cole because like her core fan base, like she got some deep album cuts that's tough. Because I had like aunts that fuck with Keisha Cole heavy.
Right, but will that affect to a verse? Like, is she gonna play them joints in the verses?
But her hits like.
Yeah, she got hits too.
No, I know, but I'm saying I feel like Ashanti just got party record after fucking cookout record after. Her shits are just more.
But I feel like Keisha Cole, like because of how powerful her voice is, like once she starts playing those type of records, she can damn near just switch the whole momentum on her side to where, because like Keisha Cole, she got those type of party joints you said Ashanti got, and she got the album cuts, you know, the what's them shits called, Dave?
Skits?
No.
B-sides?
No, not B-sides. Where they like show their own vocal range.
Oh,
ballads.
Like ballads, yeah.
She got ballads. Like she can. I think she's more versatile as far as her catalog than Ashanti. But Ashanti probably has more like hot 100 records, whatever you want to call it, Billboard 200.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, it'll be good. Because it kind of reminds me of the dynamic with the Jill and Erica. Because like Erica clearly had the more I don't say mainstream like hits.
The more notable songs.
Yeah, the more notable songs like Ashanti. Yeah, probably has the more of those. But like as far as B-sides, Jill come crazy with B-sides. I feel like Keisha Cole will come crazy with B-sides and just her voice alone. But just allow her to stay like it'll be close. I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna be no.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a goodie.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong too because I've never really listened to an Ashanti album front to back.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh shit! I feel like you would rock with it, knowing your taste with the songstresses, bro. You would rock with it.
Shit! Did any of y'all see the last versus battle with
Nelly and Luda?
Yeah, Nelly and Luda.
I heard Nelly's Wi-Fi was messing up.
Yeah. She was looking kind of wild.
I didn't even watch it.
It was. I watched like 20 minutes.
Who do you think won?
I fell asleep.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't watch it, but I wasn't feeling how people were just automatically saying that Luda will win. Like, bro, Nelly has diamond records.
Yeah, but I was leaning towards Luda too.
Yeah, I mean, I was leaning towards Luda too because I was more of a Luda fan growing up. Yeah. But they just disregarding like what Nelly has done. That was my whole thing.
Nelly got hits, man. Nelly got country hits.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He got a whole diamond record with Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
I remember he did like the double album, right? It was like called Sweatsuit. I remember I bought which one did I buy and I did not like. I think it was the suit.
How about the look?
Yo, yeah. I was like
it was called
St. Louis, boy.
I was a big fan of both of them growing up.
Yo, Nellyville was one of the first CDs like explicit. That just had mad cussing.
Yeah, it was Sweatsuit. One was suit, one was sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
Oh shit. Nah, like I think I say Luda won just because his Wi-Fi was working.
But like, Luda just got them bangers, them high energy, like. But Nelly do too. I don't know. I feel
like certified though, bro.
So they have a chart right here that kind of breaks it down.
Read them off. What was the
not the playlist, but as far as like their accolades.
Oh, okay.
So Luda got one more Hot 100 #1. Luda has 4 more Hot 100 top 10s.
Yeah, man. Luda.
He has 20 more Hot 100 hits.
Damn.
He has 1 more Billboard #1. He has 1 more Billboard 200 album. They both have the same amount of Grammys.
Do y'all remember the album
And
Chicken
then
and
everything involving sales, Nelly is just top tier over him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you said sales, Nelly is.
Yeah, so as far as sales, Nelly, which I would expect.
Yeah.
But as far as charting songs, Luda got him there.
Man, that Chicken and Beer album has some funny ass skits. Man.
That's a classic.
Yeah. All his videos was funny, like that, bro.
And what's the Word of Mouth? Another classic.
Yeah, who that boy, man?
Yeah, want to get into this future, man? High off life.
High off life.
Who want to go first?
No substance.
I'll happily go first. You know,
That's I was assuming one of y'all was.
You know, the guy Future, man, he didn't disappoint, man.
Yeah.
First playthrough, I was like, yo, this is really cool, but I didn't really have a solid opinion on it. But then I listened to it again and again, and every time I was playing it, I would like another song that I didn't really like previously.
Yeah.
So it's definitely growing on me, man, for sure. Just the fact that he's still like using different flows, you know what I mean? Like switching shit up. He doesn't sound like any of the previous songs he's made. You feel me? Like he's switching it up. Like he has so many different ways he approaches the track. Like I really respect that because he put out a lot of fucking music, man.
Yeah,
he got a lot of music out. So for him to just still be making like quality music and him just doing what he's doing.
Right. And in 30 minutes went gold. 30 minutes went gold. That's
because of the
Life is Good.
The Life is Good.
Yeah, and because of the other tracks. Life is Good, both the original and the remix. 100 Shooters with Meek and Doughboy. That's been out since last year around this time. And Tycoon and Last Name. So like the additional, the additional 5 is what took it to gold. Because it's 1 through 16, which is songs we've never heard, and then the additional 5 is all Lucy's.
Right.
That's been out.
Yeah, especially Last Name, 100 Shooter.
I'm happy to see that on there.
Yeah.
He got a home for it.
And then one more thing about the album too. I think the first time when I was listening to it, for some reason I was expecting something similar to Hendrix. I don't know why, but just when I saw that cover, that just gave me like it was gonna be more melodic. But then like I think that's what threw me off that first listen. But then I was like, yo, nah, this ain't Hendrix. This is like completely different. You know what I mean? But I think that was what threw me off originally.
OD, I feel that. I was the same way when I listened to it the first time. Like first listen through, I was like, this is dope. This is cool. I don't have like an opinion on it. Like you said, like I really did have that same thought process. Like second time listening through though, I was like, I see what you're doing, Future. Like a lot of stuff just go over people's heads, and I was getting backlash with that, with people saying, why are you posting this? This is not that. I'm like, man, what? This is good. This is good music to me, man. And if it's not good music to you, let that be. Like, it is what it is. Y'all already know my motto. I said it how many times during this app.
And they not even realizing what I just said, bro. The man has so much music out. For him to not sound exactly repetitive is like you know what I mean? That's something very big.
Seriously.
Not a lot of artists can put out. I saw they had a stat of how much music he dropped in a decade. It was like
eight albums or something.
8 albums, 16 mixtapes. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
like
something wild.
Ridiculous.
Like over 100 and some songs or singles or some shit like that.
The amount of music
that's what he's putting out under him. Like,
they're not even counting every feature. Like the amount of music he puts out. For him to not sound so like repetitive and we're hearing the same thing is it shows you he is a great artist. He can adapt to any, you know what I mean, any time.
Right.
Because if he was still sounding like, you know, just exactly like Dirty Sprite 2, we would kind of be like, all right.
Then he would sound like everybody else right now because a lot of people sound like him.
Right.
So he has to keep like retuning and refining his sound so that he's not sounding like everybody else because they were all taking his sound.
But people don't even factor that. They don't even think back to how
they don't know music. Man.
That's it. They don't know the history with it. They just hear this. This is probably maybe the second body of work. Yeah, this is probably the first second body of work they've ever heard from Future from some listeners.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and that's crazy.
I always applaud artists when they come and they take those risks and go for different sounds. It's like Future is like the hallmark of that. Be like poster child for that. He was trying some different flows. Like I listened a few more times. Like
I'm telling you that.
But it's like I'm like, yo, the fact that like you always coming with something like. He gonna set he not about to ride nobody wave. He's about to set the wave and gonna push it however he see fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he pushed it for Atlanta. Like, as far as when Atlanta's sound is changing, what it became, like what we know of Atlanta, like he
I can't even think of Atlanta music without Future, bro.
Yeah,
I can't.
In the streaming era, like
I can't.
He set up everybody for that, and then he kept leading the way. He keep changing it up. Like it's all like salute to Future, dog.
Facts.
That shit is not easy to do. Like on top of
that boy Hendrix, man.
On top of it, you got publishing deals where you writing for other people too. Like the fact that you can do both. Like I can make the sound right now, and I could set the wave on my albums, and then write for people to.
That's the definition of being prolific, bro.
Yeah, I was like, bro, he an animal.
And it's like, my bad.
Go ahead.
And he's not even like showing signs of slowing down. Like, not one point during this album where I'm like, okay, like this sounded not too good. Like, nah, it was like every song was cool. Like, and then the more I'm waking up in my head just thinking of certain songs, like, yo, that shit was hard. You know what I mean? Like, that lets you know the man really is about his craft, man. And that's what a lot of people don't respect. They just see, Future with all these models and shit, and they call him toxic and all. But it's like, bro, like the man is a work. Like, his work ethic is like Kobe, you know what I mean? Like, he does it, you know what I mean? He does what he do, so he don't get the respect, I feel like.
OD. I was going to say, literally added to that, it's an old clip from 3000, 3 Stacks, man. He said, literally, he was like, yo, he was like, Future literally makes the most negative, but inspiration.
Yeah,
the most inspirational music.
The Wizard Dog. Yeah, the Wizard Dog.
Yeah.
I was in the Wizard Dog.
He said him and his son were listening to it, and he thought about that, and it's so true. It's so true. Like the fact that he can make his content, what he's talking about, it's not necessarily the most sparkly good things in in this world.
It's him though.
But it's him. It's him. But he knows how to, like he said, make it impactful. Make it, even though it's negative, you still feel something towards it to where it's a good feeling that it gives you. You know what I mean? It gives you a good feeling, and that's what music's about, man. Music is, of many languages, man. Like, it doesn't matter what walk of earth you come from. Like, if music can make you feel something, whatever artist you like with, and they can make you feel something, whether if it's negative or positive content, it doesn't matter. Like, it's all about the vibe, and that's what I was trying to tell a lot of people. Like, Future's over. He's over that stat of like, okay, I gotta make sure every bar is hard. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure it's lyrically like. I hate people trying to do like, oh, it wasn't that lyrical. Like, he's like,
bro, and
he wasn't trying to do all that.
Yeah, bro. And the thing with his album too is like, on certain songs, it would remind me of certain albums. Like, Up the River kind of reminded me of something out here on Hendrix or something. Just like more just hazy and like. Then there's songs like. Outer Space bit when that reminded me of just the Future album, the Yellow Joint. It's just like different songs. He got different vibes that we're used to. Like, he has so many different.
Yo, I felt that too. Like, in the beginning, I was getting the Wizard vibes. So off rip, sure. I'm thinking, yo, is this joint gonna be better than the Wizard? But then, like, as the album went on, like you said, you get different vibes, and he kind of switches up the tone and mood. Because the Wizard was just like. Banger. Yeah. But like he was talking some deep shit on some of the tracks, like ain't no coming back, never stop. But the beats and like instruments was just so hard.
Yeah.
That it was still a banger too.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe I was getting in the beginning of this. So I was comparing them off rip.
Facts. What's your favorite tracks?
Hold on, I want to ask Dion a question.
Oh, word.
So there's a certain line, and accepting my flaws. I think you'd be happy to hear it. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I know what you're talking about.
So let me find it. Accepting My Flaws is the last track that wasn't on. Yeah,
super hard.
He said, "Give me glory, that's victory."
Okay, cool.
How do you feel?
That's his girl, man. She bad. That's his lady.
Toxic championship, right there.
That's his lady, man. I just hope, I hope she do right. I hope she do him right, man.
Well, listeners, viewers, whatever I want to call y'all. I asked him that because he's been a bit skeptical of their relationship.
Nah, I mean, listen, man. I don't know any of these people, but what you see on the media is what you take. You know what I mean? That's what they put out. And what they put out is like she's just an independent, you know what I mean? She's about her business. So a lot of times they don't need, you know what I mean? They don't need to be in a relationship. They don't need that. They about their shit. So falling in love and shit for them.
That's funny he put that line on accepting my flaws too.
Yeah, man.
She accepts his flaws, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, man.
He accepts hers. Because we ain't gonna act like she, peachy clean.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Toxic bonding.
That's what I'm saying, man. They probably really have.
Yeah, bro, we gotta get rid of this fucking toxic word. It's 2021, bro.
I don't use it.
Well, that's not happening. Kehlani has a track titled "Toxic."
Bro, I don't use it.
And the video is fire.
I have no issue with the word toxic. As long as we can say, okay, the women are toxic.
Everyone is toxic. Everyone has toxic traits.
Yeah,
that's what I always try to be like,
that's why no one is perfect.
It's like, nah, bitch.
Episode 18, I believe it is, define toxic. We gave the perfect definition for it.
But what they do on Twitter is they'll look at someone's toxic trait and then just define them as toxic. Like, bro, people have different qualities. You know what I mean? Like some person may do something toxic and then the next day may do something great.
Word.
Everyone is different. And then they act like they're you know what I mean? Like,
and them just labeling them that off of one like instance they had is toxic as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So pot calling the kettle black, man.
Right.
So I say my top 5 is not top 5.
But there's so many good ones.
So many.
And I'm not counting any of the last 5.
That's why Future's an artist. He could put out a 20-track album and I'd be fine every time.
Every time, bro.
Because he has so many different.
Yeah.
Because he can switch it up. I'll go Touch the Sky. The joint with Trav. So what is that? Solitaires? Yeah, the joint with Trav.
Yeah.
Shouts to Weezy.
Hard to Choose One.
Facts.
Accepting My Flaws.
Facts.
Maybe Too Comfortable. I like Posted with Demons a lot too.
Yeah, a lot. That's probably my favorite one.
The joint with Young Boy go hard too. And then the way they was going back and forth.
Yeah. But even on Posted with Demons, I never heard Future use that flow. Like, completely new shit.
Shit I did.
And the way he was just, like,
Posted with Demons. Yeah, bro.
Flows on this shit, bro.
Nah, but that track with him and Young Boy is different too. Mm-hmm. My least favorite track is actually the one with Thug.
Really?
Yeah. It's my least favorite.
I wasn't impressed by that song either.
I was about to say, I knew it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't see what he said about Slime and B.
Just because we heard super Slimy, you know what I mean? We know what they can do. Bro, we know how they go.
Part 2 need to come out, man.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that. I would love a Super Slimy too.
My top 5 is definitely like Touch the Sky, Solitaires, Trillionaire. What's it?
Damn, this is so hard.
Yeah.
Accepting My Flaws. And what was it? It might last name Joe with Dirt. I'm fucking with that.
Well, yeah, that's my favorite track on the whole thing. That was prior to the album even coming out though.
Yeah,
so
I was like, that's no bias on that one, right there.
Nah, man, that's a hard track.
My favorites is Solitaires. One of my Posted with Demons. Hard to Choose One. And then the 5th, I'd have to go with Too Comfortable.
Yeah.
We kind of got the same.
Facts. I'm pretty close to yours too.
But like I said, there's many other tracks I would substitute.
Yeah, I could have definitely did a top 10 easily.
Top 5 easily. Too Comfortable. Posted with Demons. Hard to Choose One. Accepting My Flaws. And Riding Strikers too. Riding Strikers is hard.
The B switch at the end.
Like that last minute. That shit's tough.
Is that the joint where it got the like skit in between?
Yeah, it's right after. Solitaires is before it.
No, I'm saying like within the song, there's like a skit.
Yeah, it's the beat
switch. Skit though, it's just the beat switch.
Switches. Yeah, but he said something about robbing somebody.
Robbing the bank.
Yeah,
he say that in the end. That's one of his verses. Like when he's saying the verse, just rob a bank or some shit like that. Like
Yeah, dog. Is that everybody's joint?
Yeah,
dog. Shout out to Super Future.
Yeah, man.
Super.
Yo, he announced it like 2 days before.
Yeah, it wasn't even that much promo. Not much promo behind it.
No, there's really no need for a rollout when you that big of an artist, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he gonna do numbers regardless. Especially when you got a single with Drake.
And I have a feeling he's not done. This year either.
I don't think so either.
I don't want that at all.
I really want a Hendrix too, or just something. Because when he put that out, bro, he really like. I mean, we already know it, but like for everyone else, solidified himself that he's really an artist. You know what I mean? He's not just a trap rapper or whatever you want to call it.
Is this one that did that?
No, I'm saying when Hendrix first came out and you saw how different it was, like how just it wasn't the typical just 808 just talking about trap. You know what I mean? It was on a different vibe. And when that came out, I think it gave him more respect as just a diverse artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I hope we get some wavy shit like that, man.
For real.
Because I like that Future the best. Like when it's just when he's melodic and.
I don't know about the best. I definitely like that Future though.
Yeah.
Well, but something I wanted to say about Nav, I wanted to commend him on was he said in the interview that he has all of his friends. They all have publishing deals. So. Like, whenever they do, like, they could give him one line for, like, a track, and he'll give them, like, 50% of the record.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's
weird. And, like, he does that for, like, if they, like, come up with a melody for the beat or whatever, I'll give them 25% of this song type shit. Even though they're, like, kind of doing the bare minimum.
Nav has the production deal?
No, publishing. His friends have publishing deals.
That's love.
That's dope.
Oh, so like his friends write songs for him, and then
they like whatever help they give him, he gives them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they're like the way he's describing it, he's just like feeding the fam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because like he said, they could just give him one line, but he'll be like, all right, they have writing credits, I'll give them 50% or whatever, even though they only contributed one line to the actual song.
That's dope. That's dope.
Feed the fam.
So something that I wanted to touch on. Did y'all see the Love and Renaissance label Learn? They launched the mental health division for their label.
Yeah, that was dope.
Major.
That's definitely dope.
Major, man.
Yeah, they've been doing shit right, man. Like
that's the label Black's under, right?
Yeah, Black.
Yeah, Black. Yeah.
I want to say Westside Boogie.
Yeah, Westside Boogie.
Yeah. Justice been been setting the trend for a long time, and just like you can tell like when people really like when labels really care about the people that they work with, the artists, they do stuff like this, like and with Justice, like you can tell he really cares about the art.
Yeah,
and, like,
I think it's 5 of them that run the company.
It's 5 altogether, but it's like he's been like more of the face. But like salute to all of them for really like being the change that they want to see when it comes to labels and stuff like that.
Right.
Because, we've heard 1,000 horror stories about record labels and stuff like that. So for them to really be caring about the people that's huge.
Yeah.
So, man, like, salute to them. Because there's so many artists who could benefit from that. Like,
I mean, every artist, I think every artist can do that. Because like I said earlier, and Don too, saying that for one, what Don said, I wanted to match in certain things. This is something that you won't see a lot of people doing, but is this something that everybody should be doing? Yes, it should be. Yes. That's one. And then for me too, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I think every artist could use it just because with the vulnerability thing, that takes a lot out of you, especially when you release it, depending on how personal you make it. And the more you grow, the more personal your fans and outlets want to hear, your lifestyle and you know what I mean? Like,
and like,
it takes a lot.
Yeah,
it takes a lot out.
You a kid off the street, you get a song, you make a song in your room, put it on SoundCloud, that shit goes up, right. 10 million views. Next thing you know, you get thrown in the limelight. Everybody knows who you are. You can't walk outside.
Right.
Your friends is bugging. Your family bugging. Everybody asking you for money. Like, you don't know who really fuck with you, who don't.
Right.
Like, bro, that is...
It takes a toll on you mentally,
that's
man.
traumatic, bro. Like,
and then, like, you're dealing with that, like, just while you're at home.
Yeah.
So just imagine being on tour and having to go through that schedule while also having to deal with all that stuff you were already dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, that's mentally and physically taking a toll on you.
The whole world is like, where's the album? It better be good. And it's like, fuck. Like that kind of pressure is like that.
Then no matter what you pull out, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, that shit was trash."
Right. Exactly. It's always gonna be somebody.
And then because remember, Summer Walker had canceled the end of her tour, canceled dates on her tour last year because she said she was dealing with like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And her label wholeheartedly backed it. Was like, you know, if this is what she wants to do, we're like, we support her because her mental health is most important. And when the time comes, then she'll address it. And now they're doing this. So it came about, they were already in the works and progress of like getting, I want to say psychologist, is it?
Psychologist,
yeah. But they said they met some lady on tour named Sarita Butler at a music festival, who also was doing her own like meditation sessions and everything geared towards artists, and then they like kind of collabed with her, and that's why they're the first mental health and wellness division at a record label.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And I feel like other labels might see that and start trying to
guaranteed follow suit, like, and as they should, like that should be a common thing. Like,
but how long do you think it's going to take for the major labels to do it? Because I feel like the independent labels will be the ones that'll kick it off more. Well, after them, because they kicked it off.
They'll be late to the party, like as always. But it's like you got to think too, because like they more so focus on, major labels focus on like the real young artists who is quote unquote more profitable. That it comes with certain content, so they may not always be as receptive to like mental health checks and stuff like that. So it makes I wouldn't be surprised if they're like the last ones on the boat. Because if you really, really think about it, it's like artists have disgruntled, and a lot of that stress comes from being with the label. So it's kind of like a conflict of interest in itself. It's like this therapist is being provided to you by the people who are fucking you over. Like, and so like that could even create some Stockholm syndrome shit. Like where it's like that's a conflict of interest. Like this lady gonna be saying, well, you know, you signed that piece of paper and like.
Hold on, so.
I'm saying, like,
so how would that work then? Then it would be no point of the labels doing it then.
Major labels,
pretty much.
Yeah. If you're a label fucking somebody over, why would I want you to go consult with some like?
Right.
It's
and tell you how the label's fucking you over.
It's a potentially a conflict of interest. Like if the label provides you with a lawyer.
Yeah, but that's not the only problem though. Is the label fucking them over? There's gonna be other problems that are the reason they're going through anxiety and depression and shit.
That's true, but I feel like they gonna be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Before they implement it.
Hell yeah, because they're a major label.
I mean, like shit, like
they come with a whole different kind of
healthcare. Like provide them healthcare so they could go to somebody else on their own. Like they won't even do that.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's their MO. Forever will be.
So
they're not gonna break that chain.
Exactly.
It's been beneficial to them for forever.
Yeah. That's that, and like that's why I was saying like earlier, like. They won't even do that to take care of our artists' mental health.
Yeah.
We should look towards them to give money to the people who founded hip hop. They're not gonna do that shit because, like I said,
we know they're not gonna do it, Nelson. That wasn't my point. My point was they should. Like you keep bringing up that point as if I'm going against it. I'm not going against that. Why should you have $1 million in your bank account? Have you put the work in to do it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Think so?
I'm waiting for it to click. Show me them digital numbers, please. Y'all sending people money all around the world.
But yeah, man, I definitely just want to touch on that though, because that's very important. It's not much out about it, not much details that we can really go into, but we'll definitely keep you guys updated as they release stuff.
Facts. Shout out Black too. Speaking of that record label, he ended up announcing new music coming. He listened to NC. He said he should drop.
He did.
On
the way.
I got a feeling it's gonna be a different kind of Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be some summertime vibes, like outside. I think it's gonna make outside music.
You don't think? What was the last one? Eastland Love Letter.
Yeah, that
There's definitely some summertime music on there. I was cutting grass listening to that.
Sure, I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't know. That wasn't. I didn't think summertime when I heard his last.
I said some summertime music. I didn't say the whole album.
Yeah.
What's the one song with Khalid, Seasons? That's definitely a summer song.
Because it came out in the summer.
Yeah, that's why I said I was cutting grass.
Right. No, yeah.
When I think of black, I think introvert music. I think of black. I think of in the house.
You think everyone in the house?
Like in the house quarantine. That's the shit.
Yeah, he's more so storytelling. You know what I mean? Like
he got the joint with Offset. Balenciaga Challenge is definitely a turn up record.
Offset, my guy.
Yeah, them the only two. So I said something. That's something.
Out of what? Like, how many tracks?
14.
Oh, 14?
When you go out,
2 out of 14.
How often do you hear a black record?
Only one I heard in the club.
Problems, maybe. I know the time I remember hearing Problems.
I've never heard a black. Hold on,
No,
I've never heard a black record in the club. But it's a lot of artists who make summer music that I haven't heard in the club.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
What'd you say, Dion?
Said especially here, they ain't playing none of
Yeah.
that.
No, not here.
That's what I
They not even playing. They barely playing Drake.
Right. As if they playing Drake,
they barely playing Drake.
They playing love to me. They playing fake love.
Bro, and if they play Drake, they gonna remix it with like a techno beat. With them EDM shit.
Please don't remind me.
Bro, Sonny used to do that all the time. They used to get me so mad.
I be walking in there and walk out. I fucking hate it, Sonny.
Yeah, that shit was the worst.
Red.
I wanted to bring up, did y'all see the video with Maxo Cream?
Fighting?
Oh, when he was fighting?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see it.
No.
He was
But I did see what he's like his recap video after where he was talking, but I didn't see the actual fight.
Yeah, I seen it. It was fighting other rapper in the parking lot. I respect, like, I got mad respect for him. Like, I always, like, listened to his music when I first heard him. Like, I knew he was, like, a real stand-up dude, but, like, the fact that he's showing this, like, and continuing to show, like, I always appreciate that. Cause, like, he was like, they had beef or whatever they was talking about. Like, nah, we ain't gotta shoot no guns. Like, we could go up, we could squabble and I mean, keep it moving.
Put the guns down, put the fists up, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, let's go home. Like, you know what I mean? We got disagreement, we can squabble.
Right.
Boom, let's go home. He was like, yo, it wasn't supposed to be no cameras. Like, I'm mad. We mad that they got out. It wasn't supposed to get out. So, you know what I mean? He said his piece. And then I want to say the next day, he was on FaceTime with Young Thug and Sauce Walker, like helping like squash their beef type shit. Like that's
who?
Sauce Walker. Like that's real nigga shit. Like that's what people supposed to be doing. Like that's how things should be carried.
Do Sauce Walker and Thug really have beef? I know that Sauce Walker has a problem with him, but I've never actually seen Thug respond.
Why does he have a problem with Thug?
I don't know. I just know it's been ongoing, but I've never actually seen Thug like respond to it.
Yeah, he's supposed to put he was on FaceTime with Thug, then he was on FaceTime with Sauce. So.
Oh yeah, Sauce is from Houston.
So yeah, the fact that they was able to chop that's how things should be going. Like that shit was dope. I seen like 6ix9ine had said some shit. He said some shit about it and it's like Max should just ignore that shit, but
as he should. As everybody should.
Right.
Yeah, support the real, man.
Support the real.
Because like if you just give attention to whatever is just like people throw in your face, like they don't keep doing it because you keep paying them with attention. So
new Pop Smoke, man, June 12th.
Yeah, new Pop Smoke, man.
June 12th.
That's gonna be hard. 50 is
50, I say 50's all over.
I think he's like executive producing it.
Pop, man. R.I.P., man.
R.I.P., man.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire.
Can't wait.
Gunna's dropping next week. Wanna.
4 days.
Somebody else is dropping.
Wanna Gunna
next week. I'm drawing a blank as usual. But anyways. I don't got anything else, man. What else y'all got?
I got a question for y'all. I had thought about, man, Cozy Volume 3, man. Cozy Tapes Volume 3. I would love to get that once when like everything opens up again. Like, what's that one album that y'all want to where when everything opens up again, we can, ride out and be out? For me, it's Cozy Tapes Volume 3. I would love that.
I've been riding out.
I mean, I'm talking about like like things to go somewhat back to normal, like to where we can go back outside.
A dream album.
I've been outside.
We get another. I want a Rocky album. I want Playboi Carti's album. But if we get like a Rocky in the summertime and it's hard.
Hold on, I don't think. What were you asking? What was the question? I don't think that was the question.
I was saying when it's time for us to go back outside, my album that I want to hear that hasn't released yet.
That hasn't released. Okay.
Yeah, Cozy Tapes Volume 3. So he
when that's actually gonna come, like you know they're gonna do it, or like something you would want.
Just something that you would want, bro. Like just
Okay,
like
I
just a thought.
Yeah.
I had a thought. That's all.
I want that Black Hippie collab album.
You mentioned that before.
I do. I've been waiting for that since 2012.
And every time you mention it, every time you bring up that or a Kendrick and Cole collab, I just suck my teeth. Cause
I'm gonna
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
I'm gonna keep asking for it because the whole issue was always, one of them always dropped the album. One of them was always on tour. Nah, all y'all niggas is in the house
they're just
right
not
now. Like,
they're not
stop playing with me.
Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say that because you want to manifest it, but
it has to happen.
I don't know.
It has to happen.
I don't know.
Dream did it.
So we got Black Hippie, some Rocky or Uzi. What you got, Don? It's on you. Something unreleased that hasn't happened yet.
For the summer.
Yeah. When we turning it up.
Let me see. I can't think, man. Meat. Let's give me some meat, man. For the summer.
That would be great. That would be great.
I couldn't think of nobody. I'm like, summer turn up? Why not meat?
That would be amazing, honestly.
I was thinking Cole, but we all know that's coming around election time, hopefully still.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be after election?
Sometime around there.
I think we're going to have an election.
I mean, to be honest, bro, I'm not going to say I don't care, but...
We all know
it's really just about picking a lesser of two evils right now, and I'm not interested in picking either right now, so...
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's all just a shit show.
It is.
This is a fucking soap opera. We stuck in a fucking soap opera.
I said, man, we in the wrong timeline ever since Kobe passed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, niggas got mad. Kobe got mad and started killing people from the other side. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're a wild one. But nah, my man's Polo G had a couple Kobe shout-outs on the album.
Man.
All right, we can get there then, man. LA with a pod, episode 25.
25.
Yes, sir.
Yo, the man's Nelson is wild.
250.
We out.
We out.
She watching me like a nigga is cable. I'll be on no label, but my clothes be all labels. Don't call my phone if you ain't talking about the